When I come into your home and I'm dressed like this, what am I looking for? Find out in today's episode. So what am I looking for? I show up in your home, you gave me a call that your home needs to be cleaned, and I show up with this suit on and I've got this flashlight. This is an ultraviolet flashlight that will detect urine stains that could be the result of rodent activity in your home. It could be the result of incontinence from the person who lives in that home. And in order to clean that home, intensively clean, I've got to address every inch of the house. It's not sufficient enough for me to just spray one area, spray air freshener, and maybe just clean the surface of the bathroom. I can actually clean a bathroom and come back with the ultraviolet light and scan the entire toilet, and I can see all the areas where there's still residue from other cleaning agents still there. So that residue is what has been left from some other cleaning agent, and what's important for me to know is that there's something on the surface that needs to be addressed, because if someone has cleaned the home before I show up, I'm looking to see even if the cleaning products that they use are contaminant or toxic. People, sometimes they clean with bleaches, sometimes they clean with ammonia. They've learned that to use bleach, and people were thinking, well, I can use bleach on everything. But bleach does not kill every microorganism. As a matter of fact, there's some microorganisms that actually can live for 2 years in a bottle of bleach. And so when we're looking at the bathtubs, we're looking at the floors, the surfaces, we're looking for stuff to clean. I go into a home and I'm looking for the dust. I'm looking for the stains. I'm looking for the smears. I'm looking for the odors. Also, what I would do is I would go along the edge of the wall and I would pull the furniture away from the wall. And you look on the back of the furniture. And what do you see on the back of the dresser drawers? Particles of dust accumulated, and those dust particles made of a combination of material. Also, what happens is those particles become part of the indoor air environment, and it may cause blood disorders. So one of the concerns that I have when cleaning the home for a person who's been hospitalized is, are they going to come home from the hospital procedure with their immune system somewhat compromised because of a surgery, and now they're going to end up with a blood disorder because the environmental dust has not been addressed. This is the difference between the maid service, and so the maid services find themselves challenged. I find also that the caregivers find themselves challenged when part of their work requires them to do light cleaning. But I always say that light cleaning is like going to the dentist and having them clean just one tooth. Your whole mouth is filthy, your whole mouth needs to be addressed. If you only clean that one tooth, you're going to miss the mark and they're going to be back again with the same problem. So the purpose of intensive cleaning in home environmental medicine is to bring that house to a high standard. This is going to be the starting point, and then you can bring the maid services in to maintain it. But what's going to happen, the maid services will generally not clean inside the stove. They generally will not dismantle some of the items in the home that need to be dismantled in order to be cleaned properly. They won't necessarily go inside the kitchen cabinets and clean the dishes, the plates, the glasses, the forks. If you have a home that has been experiencing smoke damage or fire damage, the particles get inside of the furniture. So when a maid service comes to clean, one of the things that is not necessarily on their radar is what's the activity that's taking place on the periphery of the house. Pull that furniture back from the wall, roll the carpet, the throw rugs, the area rugs back. Let's see what's going on down here. I was shocked, not that anything shocks me this today, because I've seen it all after 25 years of going in so many different homes, but I pulled back the rug of a person who had a son who was a hoarder, and he lived in the basement, and we pulled back the rug and there's ants. They're just roaming around, and there's all types of little mealyworms and carpet beetles, and it's not on the radar. So if a maid service walks into that environment, generally what will happen is they will turn around and walk right out. And we get many of our caregivers who walk into an environment that is offensive to them, and they just turn around and walk out. So I'm saying, do not walk out. Pick up the phone, make the call, because the help is just one phone call away. But you need to know that home environmental medicine will make this home good for your health as a person who's working, and it'll also make that home good for the health of the person who you're taking care of. You call, I come. I'm the Incredible Gregory Hunter, and I want to get your home incredibly clean. This is not maid service, this is intensive cleaning. So reach out to us with the information below, and we'd be glad to help you.